the whole like daily act of kindness, or whatever. There's a few ways that's phrased. Like one good act for the day. That whole concept. Since I was a child, it's amazed me that adults like take this seriously and like use it themselves. I'm like, but you're an adult. What are you doing? Because what this is, obviously, it's a training exercise for children. What you're trying to do is you're trying to ingrain a sense of social responsibility in a child with something like this, with a daily act of kindness, right? Your goal as a child when you are learning this is to at least manifest one act of kindness toward another human being per day, at a minimum. Keep that in mind, at a minimum, as a child, as a training exercise. If you're an adult and this is how you're operating, you're like, oh, I did one nice thing today, I'm good for the day. And it's, what the fuck is wrong with you? You never thought to be like, oh wait, that's a training exercise for little kids. For like, yeah. By the time you're like 8 or 9 or something, somebody probably should have taken you aside and been like, okay, so you know that like one daily act of kindness thing? Yeah, that was just some basic shit. What you should strive for is just whenever an opportunity arises, do the right kind of thing. That's where you should be doing it, not seeking it out so you can check it off your list for the day. It's not a shopping list. What? You're not Superman. You're not going around looking for a problem to solve every day so that you can feel good about yourself. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're a grown-ass adult. That's not how you should be doing shit. Like, a common example that I come across, it's always pretty much since I've been driving, been a fairly common example, but since now I am a delivery driver professionally, it happens kind of a lot now. Coming across a stranded motorist, particularly in heavy traffic, nobody fucking stops. Nobody stops. Like, I'll come onto this scene, and I know it's whatever happened. It happened several minutes ago, at least. Right? And in that time, nobody stopped. I was the first person to pull over and stop. Like, every time. Almost every single time, I'm the first one on the scene. And there's a whole bunch of other cars that are honking and working their way around it, like, trying to just go. So I know, full well, for a fact, that the average person does not stop and help when they see... Because this is obvious, right? This is a problem that it's like blocking traffic or something, right? And there's a lot of people seeing this and actively deciding, oh, that's not my problem, and just fucking carrying on. Okay. Really? And it's also this average person who is going to look at me and say that I'm an asshole. Really? You have an opportunity here. You have an opportunity here to actually help somebody who is actually in some real need. It's right here, happening in front of you, and you're actively choosing to do nothing. But you're also the kind of person that's going to judge me when I'm the person who stops every single time. Uh, huh. Huh. Like, no shit. Um, I had a girlfriend that lived with me for a while, and it actually made her uncomfortable that I would help people so willingly. And she'd be like, "Are you only helping this her because she's beautiful?" Like, no, I'm helping her because she needs help. I don't like if the if like the average person would stop for a stranded motorist that is blocking their way instead of honking and impatiently like trying to weasel around this car and whatever. Okay, maybe you have a point when you call me an asshole. Maybe you have a point then, but that's not the world we live in. The world we live in, the gold standard that most people don't even remotely achieve, is one random act of kindness per day, or, whatever the thing is. That's a training exercise for little children. And you never figured that out. So you're dumb and you're an asshole. I am not going to live my life by your standards because that's some bullshit. You're failing to meet the bare minimum for a children's exercise. And you think you're the shit. What?